Just started the last stage here. We've got 80 laps to go. We are killing it again. Whoa. Yep. I'm talking. Actually, I was turning something down. But, we're at Kansas in the trucks. We got the whole field chasing us. I just made another change. If you watch the left front, I got it much better, so it's going to take a few laps. But it was wearing too much, but it was handling really good. But there's this thing, like right here, in the middle of the turns at Kansas, right where those green signs are, that you tend to get, unless you have it too loose already, but you tend to get too tight. It just tightens up. And here, we got the, like Texas, 20-degree progressive banking. And it has the same thing, but it doesn't happen in the same place. Even though, as far as I know, the turns radius are the same. Maybe it's probably the lesser banking. But you have a late apex. At least to my mind, it's a late apex. So, you know, typically you want to drive it into the apex. Oop, blip the gas. So right about here is the apex. Which doesn't look like that's where it should be. So here, right there is the apex. And then you come, boom. That's like a short apex. It seems like there's a lot more track after it than before it. Excuse me, you know, we're having one of those weeks, so clearing my throat a lot. Because it's stuffy in here. It's cool now, but I don't know, I'm sweating. You want to get in there and then get on. The way I had the setup, it kind of like, if you do that too aggressively, you can spin yourself out. But it's to combat that blip of tight, because you lose speed over there. I don't like to lose speed, especially when I'm on the gas. So I've been reworking the setups. Oh, let it slip too much. As I mentioned. And this is a version of the setup I actually won in the 22 Cup cars with. Look at that, didn't even lift. But is it faster? See, it tends to slow down really late over there. But if you just make it, you know, loose off, then when you get down to this end of the track over here, as the tires wear, right about here you get loose. And there. A couple spots. But if you look at the tire temps, you see the right front? See? That's 60 and the rear is 40. Now that's okay. But if you also notice, I'm wearing the right front more than the right rear, which I don't like. But it usually has a bad effect on handling as the car, you know, gets to the end of the gas run. But we can go longer than the stages, and we had some cautions. So getting down to about 12 laps to go on gas, there were no ill handling issues except for what I mentioned, where you could, you know, you snap it too much. But it also means that I did another change. I added tire pressure all around, including the left front, because it was like 244 and 227 from the outside to the middle, so they were 244 and 230. So that's better. Because I think that was causing some of the issues, which means I really need to make a camber adjustment with these in-race adjustments. And then I could put the tire pressure back where it should be. Well, I think it should be, because I think that's why I'm a little too slidey here. Still fast. But you know, sometimes it's like a labyrinth or a maze when you're working on setups. You know, you go too far in one area. You know, sometimes the worst thing to do is just to keep going. You know, like, you know, you make a camber adjustment, then you make a tire pressure adjustment, then you make a wedge adjustment, then you make a track bar adjustment, then you make, you know, 100 adjustments, and then you're like a half a second slower and you can't drive it. Sometimes it's better when, you know, you make one adjustment, 2 max, right? And then you run it. Like during a race, I typically do 2, and then you run it. And then you see how it works. And if it doesn't work, you back it off and go in a different direction. So a lot of times you'll see, you know, I'll put, on one pit stop, I'll put tire pressure up. Then the next pit stop, I'll take it down, and then I'll put it up again, but in a different way. You know? That's important to keep, you know, things relative to each other. Because, you know, all 4 corners of the car or the truck are important. See, I know there's more speed, just to the fact if you look at the left rear, to me, if that thing isn't, you know, halfway through the run or getting to halfway through the run and isn't pushing close to 200, then yeah, not like 210, 220, but like 198, 201, somewhere in there, in the middle of the run once the tires heat up. That means the left rear is working. And the way this truck feels right now, I can tell if I could get the left rear to turn the truck more, I could definitely, you know, get closer to holding it wide open through these turns. Because if you notice, you know, you enter the turn a certain speed, like here. We're entering, okay, 186, right? You let off the gas so you don't hit the wall, and now you're down to 170, right? Well, what if you didn't have to let off so hard? What if you know, could use a different gear and kind of roll through that turn and only lose a couple miles an hour, like Daytona or Talladega? I mean, for years we've been hearing that these tracks, especially in the lower series, especially in trucks, you can basically hold it wide open and run it like Atlanta now in the Cup Series and the other series and stuff. But you can't do that in the game. Why not? Got to figure it out. And no, I don't really care for the type of racing that Atlanta has right now. I mean, I enjoy it in one way, but Atlanta to me, especially old Atlanta, without the tri-oval, was, I mean, you had like 4 or 5 different lanes, and you know, it was all about, you know, who could drive it deeper, whose tires could last the longest, driving it the hardest. And you know, racing was different back then. You basically rode for 400 miles, and then the last 100 miles you hung it all out and hoped the thing held together, because you didn't run it hard for 400 miles. That's the school I come from. Today, with like 0 parts breakage, I mean, you know, engine failure, it happens once in a blue moon to one guy. But like I was saying in yesterday's video, and I apologize, but right before I was going to get racing, I got everything set up, including the voice and everything. PS4 decided to install an update, and it rebooted. And when I rebooted, I forgot that I had to connect the mic again. And so, yeah, I had my settings correct. I just did not activate the mic, you know, on PS4. So, yeah, what happens when you're not, you know, not feeling well. You make mistakes. It was great race. You didn't hear, but you can watch the video. The Coke 600 Cup race. Yeah, that was a very physical race for me. Made some headway on the setup there. Still not 100%. Because, you know, sometimes, like I was saying about, you know, making a setup being a maze, sometimes it's, you gotta go backwards to go forwards and such. So, some other times, like when you make some progress, you see you can fix it, but, you know, maybe you can't fix it during the race. Like here, what I'm thinking is, if you notice, you know, I'm tight on both front ends. I've helped it tremendously, but by about 10% on the left front. We had caution in the middle of each stage, pretty much, so that helped that. I'd still make it all the way to the end, but it would be in the single digits probably when I pitted. I like a better margin than that. But yeah, so I used the experimental setup. I made some more aggressive adjustments, but I could drive it. And during the race, I adjusted and I adjusted it, and I got it very livable. But I just need to, it's like I could do almost anything I wanted with it, but it was, especially as the tires were, there was less security like I have in the Xfinity setup right now, which is, I would say right now, is my most amazing handling setup of any. I could literally do anything. See here, I'm running tight, so I'm staying away from the apron through the front stretch. If you run the apron through the front stretch, you tend to burn your right front tire just a little bit more. So that's a little hint. If you're loose and you want to keep it balanced, then run the apron. And it doesn't happen in one lap, but you know, you might lose an extra percent for every 3-4 laps you run down there. So if you're really loose, you can, you know, gain a couple of laps if you can still hold on to it before you're forced to pit or make it to your pit window, you know, a bunch of things that's good for. I was figuring, we are approximately 2/10 faster. I made some adjustments, and I think I went too far. I gotta back them off and just wait for the offline adjustments. Another step in the setup process, because the first long run we had, when we got down to the end of the stage, about 10 laps of gas, the fastest I could run was 52. What is it? 32 threes. Just flirting with their, you know, 32.4, 32.3, mostly 32 threes. And then I made that adjustment that I just messed up, trying to get more, and I got it down to 32 ones and twos. That's very close to where I think I need and want to be. See, we're back to 32 fourths, and I didn't change it that much. I just, you know, I tried to fix it, but it didn't like the fix, so it's faster when it's more fucked up. Which you get sometimes, huh? Oh, you got 58 laps. Oh, you got 48 laps. I could try to save. What did I do? I know I did that. I know I did that. That. I think I did that. Yeah, it's right in there. Funny enough, the left front went back to wearing more, even though I made an adjustment to help it not wear more. So that kind of screams offline adjustments. Let's see if we got this right. shots. Feels like it did before. Definitely fast like it did before, and definitely a little slidey, but I was prepared for it. It was one of the things I was trying to address with the adjustment, and that little bit over looseness there, but that goes away in a couple laps. That's good. We've been faster today. Not much though. I did that. See, it stays just a little loose, a little too loose starting off, and then it builds tight. See the tire pressures come up. I might not have hit the right adjustment. I hit a better one by accident. But I fired off when I was doing 31.2s. So I'm here on 31.4 and 31.3. So we're close, but we're not there. Feels good though. See, left front, it's already down. Yeah. A little off. I probably have to lower the right side tire pressures a little bit. Probably half a pound. I forget exactly where. I know the left sides are right, not back where they were. So I might have opened the stagger up a little too much. Maybe it's a little too free. Starting off. But it builds tight. See, it's building tight. Both front tires are wearing more. Yeah, see, it's sliding into the wall. That's what I was trying to fix. Well, we're fast. Yeah, I guess we're not saving gas today. How many laps we got left? 41 in the tank. 48, 7. We could probably do that. I'm not in the mood to save gas. I saved a ton of gas yesterday, and it didn't matter because there was always a late caution. All 4 stages yesterday. I only tried to save in 2 of them because we had early cautions, and I just wanted to see if I could save, you know, with the bigger tanks and the cup cars and the different gear I'm going to use. I was like, you know, maybe I can save 12. I could save 10, so I was happy about that. I saved 10 while running in the top 3, and leading a significant portion in 4th gear, which was very cool. So this is some of the things you missed because my audio is screwed up, but good day yesterday, though. Feels slower. Feels slower and less sure of itself. So it's probably the right side tire pressures. It's a little bit too high. But, you know, look at it. 81 and 81. That's not bad at all. It's very good. It's turning very well. Probably needed to turn just a little bit better, but I have a feeling if I, you know, starting off as slidey as I was, I have a feeling if I make any more in-race adjustments, it's just going to make it worse, like I did last run. So we'll just have to keep it like this, and then next time we come back, we'll adjust. Another thing I decided to do, since you can't access these career setups unless you're actually in that particular race or at that track in that series. So I think I'm just gonna take what I got here and take a picture, the last picture of the pit stop in race adjustments, and I'm gonna adjust my quick race, you know, my regular setup, because they are different. Career is career, and the rest of the game is the rest of the game. So at least I know next time I come here, I just go and check that out, and I will be right on top of things. I don't know. I seem like I slowed down way more than I should have with this. So I got it partially back to the way it was, but it's not all the way back. So I feel like I should be running 31/8 instead of 32 flats. At this point, I'm betting on a caution. If not, we'll have to make a quick pit stop near the end and see where that falls. We don't have enough on lead. We haven't lapped any of the leaders. I think I haven't looked. I think we lapped maybe 20 cars? No, it's only 32. Maybe 15 cars about, which is okay. I mean, that's great, but not enough to, you know, not worry if we take tires late. Now this is another thing that affects strategy. That left front wearing so much. How's it going to be on a heat cycle late in the run? Because that's usually where any quirks caused by unusual wear like that comes back and bites you hard. You know, coming out of the pits and you just spin, and you know, any advantage that you might have had is just gone, and then, you know, on old tires. So we'll play it by ear. Let's see what happens. I will say that these series of setups that I've been working on, they drive a lot more like I want them to drive. I'm not fighting them nearly as much. Getting through the turns better. So now we're at the point where I'm more concerned about speed. It is a 32.3. I'm not running my line. So that's too slow for me at this point in the run. I was running, you know, 32.1s with 15 laps to go. But, you know, as good as it feels, it doesn't have that solid feel to it, which is probably the tire stagger's too wide. Yep, still sliding too much. I bet you that's it. Another half pound on the right side. Yeah, you know, putting too much tire pressure on the right side, you know, open to staggers. I know a lot of guys run like at a track like this, run a 60. But I also noticed that when they do that, I'm typically faster through the turns. Where I'm losing it is, as I explained, is it gets like tight here, and then here, see, we're down on speed coming off. 170 is good, and about where you should be. At the beginning of the run, 175, and God bless you if you can figure out how to get this truck up to 180. You know, I can at some tracks, and I'm not quite here at Kansas, and you know, get a ton of speed down the straightaways. That can only help you go fast. So I'm letting off a little early, and I'm too slow, so it's not balancing it. So I gotta drive it better. In here, off, on. There we go. See, it's not sliding now. See, and then it kind of balances itself when you get that right. All about timing, good speed of climb. Too high. That was too high. Be off the gas too much. Slide up in the wall. Okay, you gotta slide a little bit, and I think it's sliding a little too much with this tire pressures, so I'm a little bit off in my timing. That was a pass. Not much I can do there. And you notice it built tight. The right front for again 20 degrees hotter. Not really a big deal. I should have the temps on. And so, right at that spot that it tends to get tight. Oh, it got tight. God. Some of these AI are just always in your way. Not Natalie in that situation. Corey LaJoy is one of the trucks that will block you. But just the way they have them run a track like this, it's like Charlotte's the same thing. They just kind of lazily, you know, move, you know, through the lanes, which nobody drives like that. And it seems to always be in front of you when they do that. That was a better turn. Ah, see? Sliding. Oh, I got a little damage. Keeping the left side tires below that seam lets it slide, but not too much. See, like entering like this. And see, it's not turning. It's sliding. So, yeah. We better relax before we wreck ourselves. Now we got some damage to fix. A lot of guys wouldn't fix the damage. And in a situation like this, it, you know, is about winning the race, and I probably wouldn't on a short run. But we'll see what happens. We got 30 laps to go, 21 laps of gas. I want the truck I had last run back. It was really good. I hate when I mess it up. That was better. Yep, too slow though. Five. Yep. See, I've been this slow all day. I can tell by the RPMs too, they're much lower. Yeah, that was about 3 miles an hour slow. 3 miles an hour slower, I guess, is 2/10. That was very slidey, by the way. So I gotta wait like an extra beat to make sure when I get on the gas it's not gonna slide up into the wall. And it's not tight, you know, it's loose, but when you're loose, you can slide it too, so. See? It slides up. Just want to make sure we maintain the lead. Driving a little bit different to get it better. Thinking about going inside him, but when I kind of turned the wheel a little bit to angle it, yeah, it said, no, you're going to spin out, so I changed my mind. Waiting to see when they're going to start pitting. They probably won't start pitting for another 10 laps. Yep, there's that, see, there's that left front coming to haunt me. 13 laps to go. That's going to force my hand. And I had been down to 10 laps to go, and that left front has not gotten so bad, so it does not like this last change I made to it. Now see, if I had a crew chief, I took a picture. So like, go look at the picture. Tell me how I had it last time. I'll put it back there and finish the race out. But see, if I tried to save, I don't know if I could make it with that left front acting the way it is. But I think what I'm going to do is, as soon as they start pitting, I think I'm going to dive down pit road. If I make it that long. So it's either that or the tire gets too low. Left tires don't wear as much as the right sides, as a general rule. Okay, that's 2% that lap. Percent. Okay, so 2% a lap, 13%. So the max I have is 6 laps on this thing. And that brings us down about a dozen to go. So we were a dozen short. See? Talk about the gas mileage and the heat series. Because we started off only 7. I watched one of my friends run a 22 cup race at Pocono, and he pitted with 12 laps to go. Put only 12 laps of gas in it because the other option was to go 5 more, and he was a little behind, so he wanted the speed, so less gas. He can give you a little bit more speed. And he ran out coming to the flag out of turn 3, Pocono. He gave up a spot he had fought hard to keep. Oh, see somebody on pit road? sliding doesn't help tire wear either, and I am too sliding, so that was a contributing factor probably. Okay, saw somebody on pit road. Okay, 15 laps to go. We got 8% on the tires. Yeah, we're gonna pit this time. Hopefully, it's the right move. Nobody else is pitting. Yeah, too slidey. Oh, and loose. Nailed it, hopefully. Oh, blew the left front. Excellent. Okay, well, you don't need that. We do need to fix 6 seconds. There goes the lead. Okay, well, I think we'll have to do that. Let's do that. 19 seconds. Yep, hard on the brakes, can blow tires on pit road. It's bumpy over there, so sometimes just crossing the threshold from the track to the apron. 6 seconds. I had a 13-second stop. Damn. Should have pitted earlier. Gotta fix that left front. Okay, nobody pitted. Let's see how bad we are. Oh yeah, we're in deep. We had a 13-second stop that we gave up and we blew the tire. Okay, so let's see what we can get. Watch nobody pits. Look at that chance, right? This is where you need the car or the truck to be handling perfectly, because you want to basically put down qualifying laps. Well, wide open helps. When you're not losing speed, I didn't lose speed, so that's one thing. I'm not going to be able to enter it right here. Much better. Well, the adjustments I made it better than what we had the last couple runs. They're pitting. Now you don't worry about tight or loose. You just worry about getting around the track as best you can. Yep. See, this is how it felt before. I don't know if I got it exactly right, but for now, we're rolling. And that's all that matters. Okay, here we go. One spot, come on. 10. Oh, somebody else is in front of me. He's gonna pit. Yeah, this is how it was. It might be a little bit off of how it was, but I can drive it very nicely like this. Okay, single digits. Where are we? Second. There we go. We got the lead. Back to the lead. With 5-second cushion to second place. As long as we don't screw up, should have this one in the bag. See that? Not sliding. we picked up some time over second place, so we're gonna cruise home with this one. 7 laps. And you might think, oh, well, you know, you win all the time, you got great setups, it's just AI. And in this game, nothing is set. Both against AI and against human peoples, I have had it in the bag and lost. I have been nowhere near, you know, thinking I could win the race and been handed victory. And a lot of in-betweens. So, yeah, it's the AI, and yeah, on some of the tracks I have setups that are just wickedly fast in some of the series. I'd even say most of the tracks in some of the series, because it really depends. Like, you know, I'll be blindingly fast in a truck at one track, and I'll struggle in Xfinity and Cup at the same track. You know, so it's not all set. But I've been doing this a long time, and one of the things that running against the AI allows you to do, a lot like in real life, is you might not realize it, and you might even think it's boring, but there's certain ways teams run certain tracks, and the AI kind of, you know, follows that. I mean, they're designed to simulate that, right? So it helps you perfect your strategies. You know, real world strategies, and it allows you to practice a bunch of different things. Like, I could have saved gas there. I could have practiced gas saving, you know, and know that I wouldn't have been, you know, in danger of losing the race because of it, which is a very cool place to be. So, you know, because there's more than one way to win a race, you know. I could have pitted early. I could have waited till I had a pit. Which, as it turns out, I needed to not do that. That could have been really bad with the blown tire. I could have saved gas, you know. And so, when you know what you're up against, a lot of times, like you are, you know, by the third stage of race, you kind of know what you're dealing with, and then you can choose your strategy and your options. Running against the AI allows you to practice them and perfect them to a point. So when you get online and you go race with your buddies or you race in a league, you know, you got some tools in your belt. I hit it too hard. Well, anyway, I'm trying to be a hero there, and, you know, we got it wrapped up, pretty much, I believe. It's a little off, which is what I, you know, went on the Odyssey to fix. It's acting like it did, though, when I run it right. See, the speed starts coming up before you get to the transition for the straightaway. Oh, that was it. There we go. Nailed it. Okay. So, first stage, yeah. That was the caution. That was lap 8. Yeah, we had an early caution. Then we had a late caution. The early caution, I uncharacteristically didn't change tires because I was so fast. I'm like, well, let's see what it does, you know, because, you know, I might be in that situation at some point. Haven't had the luxury of practicing something like that too much. Because, you know, the move is almost always to take tires. And here we had like 7 laps to go, 6 laps or something, and I pitted. This is lap 44. I thought we had 45. I'm still in 17th, so. Oh, this is all the same lap. I thought it was like 3 different laps. This is the last lap. Wow, this is exciting. I didn't realize I cut it this close. .46. Is it 50 laps? I'm confused. Or this is the second stage. This is the start of the second stage. It was 40 laps. 40 laps and 40 laps. So this is all after this. Oh, because I pitted late and only took as much gas as I needed. And then they all pitted about the same time, but they didn't pit again on the stage break. Because you carry enough gas to go a full stage. More than a full stage. So this is me working my way up through the field. And yeah, I could do so much. This is the second stage. This is kind of how the car was at the end. I was making all kinds of moves. Going outside to inside. Outside to outside. We're 4 wide. Look at that. 4 wide. Made it. Passing them on the outside. Won both stages, so another dominating performance. The third stage, I think, was a lot more boring, as you guys saw. Oh yeah, we had the caution. And this is the end. Alright, I had a pit. Blew a tire entering pit road. Fixed some damage. Still got out. And just hoping everybody else had a pit, and they did. They almost always do, but I've been caught short when it was closer. Like 2 lap difference. Sometimes somebody will stay out. And nailed it. Another much needed win for the less than Xfinity team. 176 grand. Look at that. 36, 9, right? So that's like 45 and 130. Merchandise. Merchandising pays to win. Doing excellent in the points. Fast slap. Yep. Oh. Yeah. I think that's a little faster. I don't remember that. But okay, that's cool. Back to the shop. See what we got. Yep. More fans, more merch. Merch money. Yeah. Got into the wall a couple times, as you saw. Luckily we have a full team. Oh yeah. No, there is no such thing as perfect. So we got an Xfinity race coming up at Pocono. Oh, great. I bring a less than car to Pocono, but okay, we work on the Pocono set. Well, not really, but so what are we doing with this Xfinity? 2 top 20s, 2 top 10s, and we got Pocono, Michigan, and Iowa. Iowa. I feel more comfortable 2 top 10s because we might suck at Iowa with a less than car. But I think definitely 2 top 5s is pushing it. We might be able to pull that off at Michigan. We have a good setup at Michigan. Pocono can go either way. And Iowa, you know, short track, very hard on the short. It's a bank track, but I struggle at Iowa. So let's go for 2 top 10s so that I'll have to work for it. And we're going to get some help because we got some money. So we'll do a... so we got almost $3 million. So we'll do a little setup video in a minute. But thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, ask me questions, anything, please. And we'll see you next time.